Hello and welcome to Matslam 13's Alphabet of Wrestlers series, the Tag Team Edition. Now, just apologies for being a bit late, but we thought we'd do a Thursday version of it this week. We're moving on to the letter L. Now, there's only one real tag team that stands out for me with this, and that is, of course, the Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk. But I've been set a challenge by somebody else to mention another tag team beginning with L. If you're over the age of 18, I recommend you stay till the end. The Swerve Show asked if we could do a little bit on them, this certain tag team. So if you wait till the end, you'll know what I'm on about. Anyway, moving on. Legion of Doom men: Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal. Other members consisted of Paul Ellering, the manager, Heinrich, Power Warrior, Sonny as manager, and Christine Hem as their valet. Names they've gone by: the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom, the Hellraisers, LOD 2000, LOD 2005, and the Hell Warriors. They started off then in the early 80s in Georgia Championship Wrestling, but they moved on then to AWA. But there was, during this time, they were criticised quite a lot because they could not sell moves. They would be hit by somebody and they just have no reaction at all. Something they obviously progressed on, but it also worked in their favour because it made them look like absolute animals, basically, where nothing could really hurt them. As I said, in the mid 80s, then they moved on to AWA, where they had wrestling matches against the Russians and also the Fabulous Ones. Then they went off to Japan in around 1985 to 1990. And again, learned their trades and just got better and better, and pretty much won all the gold there. They then moved on to WCW from 1986 to 1990 as well, where they learnt their trades, won everything there was. They joined up with Dusty Rhodes and had feuds with the Four Horsemen at the Great American Bashes and the War Games. And again, they was built up its reputation as being these tough guys that was taking the world by storm. Then they moved on to WWE then, or WWF as it was known then, 1990 to 1992. Hawk and Animal, Sanford Wrestling Federation in June of 1990. But Vince McMahon actually retired the name the Road Warriors for two reasons. One is because we had the Ultimate Warrior at the time, and Kerry Von Erich was also known as the modern day Warrior, and the actual Road Warriors themselves, or Legion of Doom, actually owned the rights to the Road Warriors name, which obviously then WWE couldn't make any money on. But yeah, they straight away then, as they entered WWE, they hit it with force. Big feuds with Demolition, and that was the end of the Demolition sort of reign as to being the most dominant tag team. But again, they say they won the tag team gold. They will go on to the belts in a minute. And yeah, like I said, as a fan of the wrestling in those days, the Animal and Hawk were just the bee's knees. You couldn't get a much better tag team. Any wrestling fan over the age of, say, 25 to 30 would say that Legion of Doom is probably their favourite tag team of all time. They then went back to Japan Wrestling in around 1999 to 2003, up until the untimely death of Hawk, who died in 2003 that year. Now, in 2003 onwards, Animal sort of come back to wrestling. It never really sort of took off. Hawk was there at the time briefly, but never actually managed to do much. They come back and I think they had a match with Rob Van Dam and Kane, but say Road Warrior Hawk died 3 months later, on October 19th, 2003. So their comeback never really sort of happened. Animal tried to continue them from 2005 to 2006 as LOD 2005, but obviously Heinrich was then the replacement, but it just wasn't going to work. So you're never going to get the same impact that Animal and Hawk actually had. Moving on to the belts then, they won the NWA International Tag Team title at All Japan. They won the Georgia Wrestling belts 3 times. They won every bout in Japan actually they could fight for, they won regarding the tag team. WCW NWA champions 3 times. World Tag Team Champions one time. They won the Memorial Cup, Jimmy Crockett Senior Memorial Cup, WWF Tag Team Championship 2 times, and of course they were put into the Hall of Fame in 2011. So yeah, there you go. That's Animal and Hawk for you. I'm sure you have a lot of stories for them. Likewise I do. I think there'll be a picture in a minute. There you go, of me and my son as the Legion of Doom. Great fancy dress party that you could do. Obviously, sadly, we lost Animal last year as well. So it was on the 22nd of September 2020. So I'm sure they're up there kicking ass. So yeah, right then. That's the Legion of Doom for you. Now, Swerve Show set us a little challenge. We didn't set us a challenge. He said, "Oh, I think you should do this tag team for the letter L." And like I said, if you're over the age of 18, you can stay. If not, thanks for listening. We're moving on to a tag team called the Lesbians. Yes, that's right. The Lesbians were kind of a tag team wrestling. It was brought in during the proper Attitude Era. It was brought in as a hype to have some on-screen lesbian action as views were going down, but obviously they didn't get that far, and well, they got down to underwear, and that was about it. But they was actually attacked by future superhero in training Rosie and future Samoan bulldozer Jamel before it got anything, and they actually attacked them quite badly in the ring and put an end to that with Samoan drops to I think it's Tanya and Jenny. So there you go, lesbians in WWE do exist. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and stay safe. Bye.